Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to my relaxed map tour on Greenlands. Greenlands is a new map in Modhub and it's available for all platforms, so also for console players. Yes, and it's of the modder Peter 716, and he made this same map already on FS19, and he also made some other maps, so he is a quite experienced map maker in FS. Yes, let's have a look. And yeah, my map tours are not formalized and I don't jump to every sailing station. It's more like strolling and hiking through the landscape and enjoying what the mapper built. And usually we see most of the map and the farm and so on, but as I said, it's not formalized and not structured, so more for enjoying, like a hike, but more or less with a car or a tractor. Okay, so here we are. That's our house. Yeah, very good. Looks like Oberon, but I think it fits very well into the English landscape. Oh, I didn't tell you, it's an English map and it's a fictional English map, but inspired from real English countryside. And we have a car, that's very good. And here I see a lot of farm stuff. Oi, 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 come on, come on. Oh, this is quite luxury. And here in green, with green wood, this looks like the sheep barn. Yeah. And here this is even bigger. Oh, do you see what I see? I see the feeding robot for the cow stable. This is awesome. Oh yeah. Wow. This modder treats us very well. But let's first have a look here. Oh, and there. Oh, this gate is opening like in a theater, very slowly. And yeah, here for chickens, that is good. And here we have fuel tank, and we have workshop and a Landini tracker. Sorry, tractor. Cool, very good. And here, a weight, and here a plow, this special plow, and this looks like a bale fork, bale spike, okay. And here something cultivator like. Oh, nice. Wonderful, John Deere. And this tractor, this combine, we have one combine similar to this, so no T560 but an S560 here in our area, and all the farmers of our village rent it when they especially when it's time to harvest wheat and normal grains, because usually nearly everybody is cultivating maize here where I live. It's in Alsace, so this is this small part of France which is close to Germany and which is between the Rhine and the Vosges mountains, and this is where I live, very close to the German border. And here everything is full of maize, but sometimes they grow wheat and stuff like this. And as the usual farmers don't have cutter for wheat, they always order this John Deere with the cutter for wheat, and I think the owner lives in the neighboring village, and this combine is all over the place when it's harvest time. And for sure in the harvesting time for the corn, it is also working all day, then with a corn cutter for sure. Yeah, and therefore I have somehow like a personal connection to this combine. Yeah, and we have a nice trailer from Claas. So it looks like all the equipment is a little bit better than the usual standard. Oh, here I see a... Oh, what is the English word for Schwader? Let's have a look. Schwader is a very special German word for this kind of machine. Here. Windrow. Yes, I knew. I forgot. Windrow is even better than Schwader. Yeah, and Fendt Favorit. That is good. And here is the feeding robot. Wow. It's quite nice what we got. And there. This is, oh yeah, this is all the cow stable. Very, very nice. And it looks like it has an extended meadow, so it's not just the cow barn placed on the lot, but it's modified with this huge meadow. This is nice, because then the cows really have some place. Awesome. So, and I have the feeling I missed quite a part of it. Okay, we already found a lot of equipment. What is this? Oh, decoration. Yeah, hier, hör mal. Oh, yes. Yes, John Deere, it's the 7810? Yes, it is. And with the front loader and a baler. This is awesome. And lots of expensive buildings, and some of the cheaper buildings, I guess, from Elm Creek. And here a silo. Wow. We really got a lot of stuff. And how many tractors was it? I think 4. Let's see, in the garage. Yeah, those 2, the small ones. Okay, the Massey Ferguson is not the one that we get in Elm Creek, but a smaller one. And here we have this one and the Landini. Oh, it has 225 horsepower. That is quite okay. Okay. Oh, and we have a mower. 2 mowers. Wow, wow. Such a lot of stuff. I like it. I really like it when the start equipment is so generous. I feel like as if the modder means it well with me somehow. So like, yeah, like you are treated. Let's have a look on the map. Okay, the fields are quite irregular. The helper will have quite some problems, I guess. And I think those are all ours, and this here too. Oh, what a generous! And this is the BGA, I guess. Yeah. Yes. 500 kilowatt is not the big one, but big enough. And we own it already. And I think all this will be grass. Let's see. Yes. So we have a lot of grassland for our sheep and our cows, and maybe silage to earn some money. And we have 3 grain fields. Not too shabby. That is good. Let's have a look to the price. I'm always interested in the price of the fields. This is 258. Yeah, seems reasonable. Maybe we have a look on the size of the field later, that I get the feeling for it. Because up to now I should be able to guess the size from the size on the PDA, but I'm not really. So yeah, but I have the feeling this field is bigger than I think. And let's see whether there are small fields. I always like to check whether there are very cheap, tiny lots that you can buy from your pocket money somehow. Maybe this here is 28K. Yeah, this is okay. This for a FS farmer, this is like pocket money. And then you could start with nothing, with nothing, not the hard mode, but you take away all your money and you start with actually nothing and make missions, and then you start buying this tiny little lot, and there you can place your sleep trigger or something like that, and the first tractor you buy and so on. This here is 34. It's okay, yeah. For this start with 0 gameplay, it's nice enough. And the big fields, maybe this is the biggest one. It's 541. Okay, this is okay, and it contains some forest as well. And this here, this looks quite interesting. You can buy it, so it's not that the map ends here. You can buy this, and it is not so expensive, and it is huge. in the end we will go there and have a look what this is. Yeah. Okay, and here I think this is one of the other farms, because the Modhub Road, there are 3 main farms. And I think this will be one of them, and here maybe another one. And let's go to the other map. Yeah, here are animals. Okay, and here are animals too. Cow barn, sheep barn, large. Okay. Let's see if you buy it. You pay 363, but you get some land with it. And the sheep barn is already, the large one, is nearly 100k. And then you get the pig. Now this is the sheep barn. This is the cow barn. I think this is 100k as well. So you nearly get the most of what you pay for the whole stuff is already, if you sell those barns, you get lots of it back. Yeah. And this here is water shop. Sort of. And here, I think here we have the village. This looks like the shop and the animal dealer. And here maybe houses. Yes. And this here is the grain mill. Okay. Yeah, and we already saw no extra crops. Yeah, I think it's still too early for extra crops. Too early for FS22, I mean. Because this, to make them yourself, it's a lot of work. And yeah, I guess the maps with extra crops will come later. Maybe when Mice Plus is out, and maybe the mappers are allowed to use those crop types. We will see. And anything else I wanted to see here? Not yet. Okay, I think we go on a little drive. Well, this looks really bucolic and very English, with all the hedges. Maybe that is the first thing I will check, whether they have collision. And no, they haven't. That is good. And I read that if you sell this post here, this one, all the hedges are gone. But I like the hedges from the look of it. It's very beautiful. I only don't like the collisions of the hedges. And therefore, I'm quite happy with all the hedges. And in reality, they are really, really useful. First, they protect against the wind, and so the fields don't lose their soil so easy, because it's kept together when it's protected. And a lot of animals can live in the hedges, so this is a very good thing to have a lot of hedges around all the fields. And when they don't have collision, I'm quite happy with it. Let's see. Oh. And we didn't look at the fields. Maybe I go and run over there. Whoosh. And whoosh. Because I wanted to get a feeling for the size of the fields. Oh, here. This is quite a huge field. This is one of those that we own. This is huge. Okay, for my taste it's huge. I know other people like them much, much bigger. And this is the tiny field that we got. This is this one. And we get one that is at least 4 or 5 times as big, and this is already much, much bigger than everything you have on Elm Creek, for example. And this, you can't really see the end. Wow, that is very, very generous of the modder. Oh, this will have collision. Yes, it is. Okay, back to our car. And this is one of the meadows. No. It's canola. Oh. For this John Deere combine is not too big. And it's quite hilly. So you will be really happy that at least the Landini has more than 200 horsepower. And when you are working hard, I guess, or me, or everybody would like to have more horsepowers on their tractors. So far, I'm rather impressed. Okay, here we are at the main road, and I should be aware it is left driving. Not so easy for me. I always forget on those English maps. Yeah, and for you American watchers, I heard that a lot of American people think everybody in Europe drives at the left side. That's not true. In Europe, I think it's only the English one. Maybe in Ireland, but come on. But mainland Europe is right driving. And yeah, it's difficult for me with left driving. So this looks like the shop. Yeah, nothing spectacular, I would say. Oh, here you can buy the stuff. Okay, can we enter? No. Yeah, they don't make much marketing. It's just come here and buy. It's totally okay. And here is the repair stuff. Maybe sometimes here is a guy who sits there and say, here, my combine is broken. Okay, bring it over to the wall. Yeah, here we have enough place to repair all this stuff. Good. And indeed, this looks like the village. Something like the workers' houses. That you see in television, in English movies or so. Oh, and a church. Yeah, looks nice, this church. And here we have Obelron house. Ah, yeah, yeah, a lot of traffic. Oops. So I like this mixture of self-made houses, maybe from the older maps, and then buildings from all kind of giants maps from FS22. So Obelron and Elm Creek. And here is the grain mill. And a river. No. No, nothing spectacular, just a river. Do we have someone behind us? Maybe I just stop and let them pass? Yeah, that is good. Oh. This looks so nice, those soft rolling hills, I really like them. And these hedges, they make them look even more beautiful. And as they don't have collision, I'm totally for those hedges. Yeah, that is a problem for me when playing on English maps. I always have problems with those lot of collisions or lot of hedges with collisions, and I have a hard time doing the field work. But here this is easy. Good idea. Yes, soft hedges. Okay, this looks like one of those other farms. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of place and a fuel tank. And here this is maybe the pig barn? Yeah, yeah. They have this refugee place, or this winter cold weather place, the pig barns, and in reality it's the same. I built a pig barn once, and I wanted to make it as easy as possible, but it was clear they need a place where they can go when it's cold weather. And this is rather similar, the general building style, to that what I built. And this is of Herman, and they really know what to do. They built the best stables at all. Yeah, this is much smaller than our farm, but I think for multiplayer it's okay like this. Yeah, a house. It's the roadside farm. Yeah, it is definitely a roadside farm. So, come on. Yes, you can do it. Oh, and maybe you wonder why I do a map tour. And on my German channel I do map tours for quite a while now, and a lot of people like to watch them. And then I thought, why not doing map tours on this English channel too? Maybe you like to watch them? Yeah, and if you like to watch them, I will maybe do map tours always on my German channel and on this English channel as well. This looks like another farm. It's the Woodview House, and here let's see. Woodview Farm. Okay. And yeah, my map tours are more like enjoy the map and have a look, how is the feeling and so. Now we come to the woods, and not as like a review where I judge things, and I will only make tours of maps that I like. Not, it must be that it don't need to be that I'm an absolutely fan of this map, but a map that I find repulsive or that I don't like from the first look, I will not make a tour, because I don't want to go through a map and say, oh, I don't like this and don't like that and don't like that, and I rather like to go through a map and say, oh yes, I like this and that, and look how enjoyable it is, and maybe sometimes a little bit of criticism. For example, this wood here is, yeah, I would say not the nicest one, but I think the forest-loving players of FS22 will love this wood, because it has on the sides very pretty sized spruces, and all in a reasonable distance to each other, and so you can really work good on this forest and cut it all down. And from the hiking through the wood aspect, it's not so nice, I would say. But the nice woods with leaf trees inside mixed with others and all different sizes, and so they are not so good for foresting. So it always have different sides. So this is the sawmill. Yes, a perfect place for a sawmill. And this here is a construction site. Yeah. Okay. You can go. You're faster than me. Oh, and here's the BGA. Our BGA. Yeah. Whoops. Oh, looks big. Even if the shape of the fields are not my favorite ones, I'm more for helper-friendly fields, I could imagine to play here, because it's so nice. We are so, yeah, we have been given such a lot, and I would like to fill it with life. All those barns, and buy all the animals and grow food for them, and so. This here looks like just another farm. Oh, it's already 34 minutes long. Yeah. wonderful herman barns. So let's go and see the last piece of the map. Oh, whoa, whoa. Where is my car? Okay, here. Yes, what I wanted to watch was this here. We have been nearly everywhere. This can be reached from the village, but maybe I could just run here. Yes, why not? Through the hedges and down there. This is fast. And I don't think it's the map end, because you can buy it. Okay, look. Look, what is this? Scattered tree on the grass. And here it is hilly, but there it seems to be very flat. Yeah, this reminds me a little bit on No Man's Land, but on No Man's Land you have landscape and not totally flat, and the trees are more grouped together, and therefore it looks nice. Here it looks like, what is this? But I could imagine, let's have a look here. Again, the farmland, we had it already. It is cheap. And look what huge place you get. You can build the whole farm, a huge farm on this, and you have no problems with landscaping, because this looks very flat. And so you can just choose where do you want to have your farm, zack, and you build it, and then you can make all the fields, and before you can cut all the grass, and alone from cutting the grass and making it to silage, you can buy all the cost of the land, and you can just buy the next land as well. But it's not so easy to reach it. So let's go over there. Where is this road? On the map. And here it's not flat. Here we have something like a valley. Yeah, you could make a lake and a holiday resort, maybe. But here it is totally flat. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite interesting to have this part of the map so totally different to the rest of the map that is field by field with no space between the fields nearly, and here it's just plain land, but I like it. So when you want to play multiplayer with, let's see, 5 or 6 people, 3 of them can buy the normal farms, and the others can settle here and can do what they want. Here we have the road. Oh, it's going already there. And here we have this barn, this old one. Yeah, looks like a decorative barn, more or less. And here was maybe a sign. Greenlands wild space. Cool. Let's go here. And here we have the village. So when you want to sell all your stuff or so, you go here. And then, yeah, if you want to settle somewhere there, You can build your own roads. I like it. Yeah. Let's jump back to our farm to have a last look on the landscape. Maybe just go here. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. But I want to go to a higher space. Or maybe like here. And then we don't have a look over. But here we can look over the landscape. Yeah, here it looks nice and you get the feeling of this map. Yeah, so what do you think about this map? Do you like it? And what aspects of this map do you like? Yeah, I like it, and I'm quite happy to make those map tours, because in FS19, when I saw a PDA like that with fields that were so irregular, I thought, okay, that's nothing for me, and I just overlooked such a nice map. And now, as I have a look on maybe all the maps in Modhub, I can find those treasures and say, oh, wow, this is nice, I'm happy on this map. Yeah. Okay, that's it for this map. I think we can expect much more maps in the next weeks or maybe even days, and I'm really interested how they will be. Yes, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.